Is it just me, or is Tim Dillon deviating from his creator, Joe Rogan? Hear me out, dude. Hear me out. The Big Toe finally had his medical breakthrough at the White House a couple weeks ago. Ibogaine.
I'm here because of the man to my left. Brian Hubbard and former Texas Governor Rick Perry came on my podcast. They told me how impactful this medicine is. And having that conversation with them, millions of people got a chance to hear their story.
While the intentions are good and you obviously want to help service members and anyone who suffers from PTSD or trauma, I don't really trust ibogaine, mainly because Joe Rogan's freaking linked to it. Come on now, it's 2026. Also, it's been medically reported that ibogaine causes cardiac problems and cardiac arrests, so we'll see. Anyways, this was Tim Dillon in his most recent pod making fun of ibogaine in its uses.
Ibogaine helped you with all of the things that you went through.
I have no qualms over the death I delivered to these people. And in some form or another, I'd like to deliver that again.
Unbelievable. You could go and just kill a woman in front of her children and not feel that sense of guilt or shame.
No shame, no guilt, no mercy, no hesitation. These were the things that were my problems.
It wasn't a jab at Rogan. I think it was like mostly pointing out at the absurdity of this entire thing, ibogaine. But I will admit it was still in the vicinity of the Big Toe's forehead regarding ibogaine. Like, this is like Joe Rogan's biggest thing. Like, he's so proud of himself. You know, oh my God, he's patting himself in the lower back. However, Tim Dillon also pretty much shit smeared all over Peter Thiel, Palantir with their 22-point manifesto that they dropped last week. Like, he dedicated his entire pod just completely wrecking Palantir. This is a clip.
Do you give Palantir the benefit of the doubt? Yes, one of their founders is obsessed with Satan. So we all have a thing. And yes, the other one just said we're going to be in a war with every country on earth. Whatever. But I want to give them the fair shake. It does seem like they are going to make money from enslaving the human race and keeping it in a constant state of war. Just an observation from the outside. I'm no genius.
So with all that in mind, it's clear that Joe Rogan adores AI. Tim Dillon is absolutely fed up with AI. Joe Rogan thinks AI is going to save the world. Timmy thinks AI is going to end the world. I'm more with Timmy, actually, by the way. Not ending the world, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. And one thing that I keep thinking to myself is they are at a clear disagreement here. Very clear. Will this possibly cause a breakup between them in the future? To be honest, I don't think so. I think Timmy will forever be intertwined with the Rogan sphere, Joe Rogan. Like, Tim Dillon, like, he made it big through Joe Rogan and his podcast. Timmy first appeared in 2019 on the pod, and since then he's blown up to be one of the biggest pods out there on his own. And while I do not trust Tim Dillon, I think he's hilarious. I think he's very entertaining. I don't trust him, dude. He tried to cover up the Epstein files last summer. We know this. And we also know that Timmy's not going to sell out for anything less than a cold seafood tower. At the same time, we do know that Joe Rogan religiously listens to Tim Dillon's podcast. I can see him already just sitting down in his stool with his freaking AirPods just listening to Tim Dillon's pod every single Saturday. And he's ingesting every single word that Tim Dillon spews out, especially his criticisms regarding AI. I do wonder if Tim Dillon's criticisms regarding AI gets to Rogan. I do wonder. You know, but anyways, in this video, we're going to talk about that aspect. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. So for context, for those who don't know, I'm pretty sure anyone who's watching this freaking video knows, Joe Rogan is pretty much Peter Thiel's puppet at this point. They're best friends. Joe Rogan goes to bat for all these tech oligarchs. We know this, dude. He has sold us out. This man sold us out for a lifetime supply of elk meat, dude. But on the flip side, Tim Dillon has been, to his credit, predicting this for a while, talking about the takeover of AI, Palantir turning us into a surveillance state. Like, they've been talking about this subject for a while.
They're going to start purchasing influencers. I'm telling you, this is the new way. It used to be the news media, but I've been doing interviews with the news media. They're retarded. It doesn't even work. Who the fuck's left in the news media? These people are broke. Anyone with a half a degree of talent is on YouTube. These people can't make $1, the news media. They live on floors. I've been interviewing with these people. I mean, these people are beyond. No one's even buying them anymore. They're going to start buying up podcasters and YouTubers and whatever.
Tim turned on the meeting with Peter Thiel. Duncan Trussell didn't, with his little Palantir hat. Meanwhile, Rogan lives in Peter Thiel's pool house.
Didn't you get invited to have lunch or something, or dinner with Peter?
Yes, I said no.
Did you?
I said no. I'm a little wary of that circle of people, and I'm not saying there's anything inherently evil about them because obviously there's people in there. I don't know that I want to go to a dinner with someone who's going to talk endlessly about the Antichrist.
But yet you'll go to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, of course.
And perform.
Of course.
I've been to Peter's house twice.
Yeah.
I went once with dinner with Eric Weinstein. I forget who else. And then the second time he brought me in because they were going to have lunch with Eric Von Daniken.
Oh, the guy, the Chariots of the Gods.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yeah. I'm in. And I know so much about that. So I was asking him all these questions.
I'm sure he's a very nice guy. Like Peter Thiel. People that know him go, he's a nice guy. He's a smart guy.
Yeah.
I get invited to a lot of dinners and a lot of things. And what I try to do is I try to say to myself, I need to be able to criticize people and make fun of them.
Right.
So, it felt like really weird to go to this guy's house and then shit on him the next day.
There's a clear disagreement. However, I don't think Timmy will ever sell out and outright endorse Palantir in the future because, well, he knows that his fan base will completely turn on him. They will turn on him even more than they did last summer when he tried to cover up the Epstein files with an emergency pod with frickin' Alex Jones. So yeah, I don't think Tim will ever sell out in that department. He will sell out in other departments, by the way. Watch these next clips and you will see just how these two do not align in this one subject. There is a major difference. AI is Joe Rogan's religion. Meanwhile, Tim Dillon thinks it's evil. They're at an impasse. My question to you guys is, will they ever break up about it though? Personally, I don't think they would. Rogan adores Tim Dillon. Rogan thinks Tim Dillon is like the biggest thing or the best thing since freaking sliced bread. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Because also, odds are this could all be just an act. I mean, they are two grifters. Let's just be honest.
Not whether AI weapons will be built. Well, how lovely. That's nice. It is who will build them and for what purpose. Our adversaries will not pause to indulge in theatrical debates about the merits of developing technologies with critical military and national security implications. They will proceed. Here's what Palantir is saying with this, by the way, with all of these things. They're saying we are the actual government. You don't realize it now, but we are the actual government. We are your government. These congressmen and senators, the people that go on Real Time with Bill Maher, they don't even understand what we're doing. They don't matter, and we couldn't even explain it to them if we tried. So basically, whether you like it or not, we're the government, and if you don't like us, China's building these weapons. And Palantir's not wrong. China is building these weapons. But Palantir is basically saying, whether you like it or not, we are the government. Us and companies like us are going to be making the decisions about the future. Your lives will be determined by us. They're not going to be determined by Marjorie Taylor Greene. They're not going to be determined by Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez.
Have an artificial intelligence government that has no influence. Nothing has influence on it. And I think it might be the only way where you're going to get completely objective, the absolute most intelligent decision for virtually every problem, every dilemma that we face currently in society.
Joe Rogan wants an AI government, dude. What a potato, man. He wants freaking robots and virgin men to take control of this world.
Pervasive intolerance of religious belief in certain circles must be resisted. The elite's intolerance of religious belief is perhaps one of the most telling signs of his political. By the way, these people want to live forever. They believe in, what do they believe in? What are they talking about? Wrapping tech and Christianity is one of the funniest things, and you have to be so stupid. You have to be one of the dumbest people in the world. All of these people want to live forever. They want to merge with AI. They want to become robots. Where's that in the Bible? They don't believe in any religion other than an element of control, because here's the reality. You're not getting a life-extending technology. They're telling you you're joining the military. You're going to go die in the South China Sea. You're not going to live till 150. That's what they're going to do. You're not getting all the biohacking benefit. You're not getting any of that. So what they're basically saying is like, we need to wrap this in some type of Christian belief system, because America's largely a Christian country. And if we tell people that God wants this and that you can't question God, and that God wants more AI and God wants more humanoid robots.
Weirder ones that people think this is a stupid take, but I don't care. Jesus was born out of a virgin mother. What's more virgin than a computer? So if you're going to get the most brilliant, loving, powerful person that gives us advice and can show us how to live, to be in sync with God, who better than artificial intelligence to do that?
Wow.
If Jesus does return, even if Jesus was a physical person in the past, you don't think that he could return as artificial intelligence?
Oh my God.
Artificial intelligence could absolutely return as Jesus. Not just return as Jesus, but return as Jesus with all the powers of Jesus.
Joe is such a donut for saying this. And for anybody who bought Joe Rogan actually converting to Christianity like early last year, come on out, dude. That was clearly a grifting move right there. Joe has been agnostic for most of his life. He stated that multiple times. This is Joe Rogan's religion. AI. Like, how are you going to go to church every single Sunday and then come back and adore Peter Thiel, who views himself as the Antichrist? And this is all definitely a play. Like Peter Thiel, Palantir, and AI, they're trying to wrap themselves into Christianity, which is clearly not going to work. Only the biggest of buffoons are going to buy into that. And Rogan is just pretty much being the gatekeeper for Peter Thiel.
I don't know why we wouldn't listen to childless tech billionaires who love Satan. And I guess Peter Thiel's adopted kids, so I'm not trying to say he doesn't have kids. I'm sure it's a happy family. And not because they're gay either. I'm not saying gay people can't be good parents. I'm saying that, I don't know, Dad's going on about Satan again. Might get a little old.
I think we're the electronic caterpillar that's going to become a butterfly. That's what I think. I think we're giving birth to a new form of life. That's what I think.
Again, they do not see eye to eye on this. And also this as well. AI music slop. Like, this is so freaking cringe.
And with AI, you might not need them, because AI music is pretty fucking good, man. It's pretty good. I don't want to do this because I do this with everybody, but have you ever heard the 50 Cent of
Yes, I have.
What Up Gangsta?
Yeah.
Have you heard that one?
Yeah, I think so.
That's fucking good.
It depends what you mean by good.
It's good. I am a glass half full guy, and I'm going to enjoy myself in this life, and I'm going to enjoy some good AI music. I don't give a fuck. I'm here for fun.
Well, but
and that music is fun, and you're not stopping it, Brett. You can't like protest it, and this is awful, and I'm going to boycott it. You're going to miss out on some awesome jams.
I don't know, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. This was mostly from the clips that Tim Dillon had on his podcast last week. One of them is basically telling us that AI is going to save us from this world. The other one's telling us that AI is going to destroy the world, and then they're going to go out in frickin' Austin and get frickin' barbecue chicken. I don't believe it. I'm leaning towards it's all an act, but I do believe that Joe Rogan genuinely thinks that AI is going to save this world because he's that dumb. Meanwhile, Tim, deep down, deep in that gut, I think he does believe everything that he's been stating regarding Palantir turning us into a surveillance state. Since 2019, if you actually follow Tim since back then, he's been consistent in this department. But at the same time, Timmy will sell out. He's done it before. He'll do it again. He's just waiting for that cold seafood tower. So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Yeah. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. Till next video. Peace, y'all.